And hello, everyone. Welcome. So I'm just getting my headphones set up properly. Hope everyone out there is having a wonderful day. Probably a fucking cat, I swear to God. Yeah, heck with it. Hope everyone having a wonderful day. Sorry, I just had the co-pilot, whatever the hell that is, show up on my screen. And my name's Tyler. I make jewelry and I sell gemstones as well. Figure I start off just by showing some of my nicer work. People watching in the future. This is a Montana sapphire pendant. It's got a 1.5 carat Montana sapphire in the center. Another carat of Montana sapphires, these four. And then about 85 points of diamonds. And a lot of them are like diamonds I pull out of engagement rings. Those four, that one. So all set in 14 karat gold. Beautiful piece. And I also do wire wrapping. So that's a Mexican fire opal. And this is fire agate on top. I cut and polished and then created this wonderful setting. That is a solid piece. Speaking of engagement rings, if anybody out there is looking for a diamond for one, or the engagement ring, I'm wanting to make one with this. This is an 80-point old mine cut diamond. They're quite spectacular. Brush the dust off this one. For a size 7 finger, I don't know what it is about this particular rock. I notice its color grade isn't super high. I would say it's like in the H to H or I, but it's just like it sparkles. Gotten to see a few diamonds. That one's my favorites so far. Anyway, I figure I'll start setting the board now that I've shown off. If anybody's looking for an engagement ring, and specifically one with one of those old mine cut diamonds, feel free to reach out. Same way. My email is tyler59801@gmail.com. Same with any of these pieces that you see. And I will try to help facilitate getting you said piece of jewelry. Let's see here. What am I doing first? put feeling some opal today. There we go. And I'll start getting out some gemstones. Let's start with peridot, I think. I hate this new screen that I'm using. It is it's horrible. Here I've got a trillion cut peridot. This one's $11. Not quite ready for it. Just got this in its container this morning, so it hasn't made its seat in the foam yet. You know, chair molds to you. Now this one is $6. This one is $9. Dang, that one's got good color and clarity, like just all around. I got 6 on this one. I'm really tempted to switch to vertical right now. Up next, of course I do, just dropping it. Here, how well that works. Got this Australian opal doublet pendant. Wrapped in sterling silver. I don't like that part as much, but I'm asking 200 on this one. So I got $7 on this one. Got 7 on this one. Wait, I do. That should be higher, but oh well, is what it is. I'll set that for next time. We'll do 7 today. Somebody wants it? And 12 on this one. That has amazing color, perfect cutting, great clarity. Like all the boxes are checked on this peridot. Actually, it's about the exact same size as that diamond too. Yeah, checks enough for the boxes. Opals keeps drawing my eyes in. See, I got $8 on this one. Fairly bigger one, oval, but it does have a little bit of extinction in the center. Yeah, this one's $8. Let's see why. Bright, beautifully cut. I'll do a bit of cleaning on some of these. Can't help but not get fingerprints on it, it seems. This opal is gorgeous. With so much fire. Set into sterling silver. Asking 400 on that one. This is a bigger one. 1.8 carats. We're asking 60 on this large trillion. I got 7 on this one. Six on this oval. Hey, Iris. How you doing? Wait, it's the wrong line. My bad. $8 on this next one. How's your day going, Iris? Got 5 on this one. That's an old stock for sure. I'm gonna look at my studio real quick. Be right back. Like I'm here, but okay. Sorry. Wanted to just verify nothing was wrong on Yeah, smoke sounds nice. And hey, there's some cats just want to be indoor cats. Up next, I have this indicolite tourmaline pendant that I made. Beautiful blue tourmaline. Montana sapphire, diamonds, some more sapphires, Cambodian blue zircon and more sapphires, another zircon and diamonds again. I'm asking 1,400 on this one. Morning, Jim. Yeesh. I'm sorry. Sometimes I rarely know what that's like. Actually, mine felt like locked up this morning when I woke up. Like I don't know. For me, it's muscle uh, cramps in a way, where like it hurts to move it in any direction. Let's see, I got $6 on this one. This one's 9. Nice cut. A little smaller. I'm gonna put that one back to 8. Although now that I think about it, those are about even. Excuse me. Got one for 5. Yeah, it sucks when it takes your it sucks. I was just about to say it sucks when you got to take an hour to get your legs to actually work enough to like walk more than 20 feet. How you doing, Jim? I want to see something real quick. So I refurbished. Yeah, that looks so much better now. And it fits right. I figured since no one wanted this ring and I like it and it kind of mostly fit me, I might as well just set it up to work with myself or for myself so I could show off. I really love that emerald. We should get more sapphires like that. Let's see, another one for $9. And then one for $6. And last but not least, I have a pendant. Today, you know what? 120. I've done engraved setting on this. Oh, yeah. Because these French cut settings are a pain to do. Like, normally it costs a lot to get a jeweler to do those. They're fun to do. I want to do another one of them. So I'm partially considering it right now. Okay. So that's it for the peridot. Nope. So I can see the algorithm is just actively kicking me in the face right now. Oh yeah, no, I could do it with 4, 5, 10. It a lot of times actually. So let's show a ring real quick. This moonstone ring that I did is castle set, and that's a pattern. You can do the exact same pattern of the fishtail instead of the castle setting. They're kind of the two more popular designs right now for gem setting, traditionally speaking. So yeah, like you could do a full eternity band where it's just like that on the outside all the way around it. I really want to do one of those, but that's a lot of hours to put into a piece. And I'm like, no, that's a great idea. Reception's been 300 on this moonstone ring if anybody's interested. And it is set so that the moonstones have their blue flash sequentially. That was a lot of work. Hey, Will. How you doing, bud? Why am I missing that ring? Where the fuck is it? That's where they got mixed around. Now I get it. Cool. How you doing today, Will? Yeah, I'm just experimenting, learning. What I enjoy. How was your week? Switching to amethyst. Jim, that's a microscope. Heck, my microscope only has 45 times zoom. And, well, that's amazing. And I can use it for quite a lot. I want to get a 55. I wouldn't mind getting a 200x for some deep gemology, but I don't know that I could justify getting that level of a microscope currently because they're expensive. Worked a ton, build a ton, waiting on checks, broke. Delightful. Fuck, I hope people pay. You might be surprised in the I've dealt with some of the so-called 2000x digital microscopes. They're not quite the same as their resolution sucks. Oh, of course it's the theater. I'm gonna weigh this one real quick. 2.5. So I needed, once I got confirmation on the screen, I was like, yep, that's 10 a carat. I'm trying to take it as a good sign hearing that you're getting more work, that maybe I'll start getting more orders or something, because oh man, the jewelry business is not doing well. So this one's 25. This is a beautiful amethyst. I am struggling to describe how the cycle. Yeah, that's fair. I'm with you, buddy. Rule one. Let's. I don't even want to get started myself. Like, so just claim number one, huh? I got you. That's a solid choice, my friend. And when you had said the bracelets, it took me 20 minutes and I was staring at your box like with these right in front of me to realize, oh, those are fucking bracelets, duh. Like you showed them as bracelets. It is a nice looking stone. Wish that was the truth. Or wish that wasn't the truth, but unfortunately, this one's not bad either. It's got a little more extinction. 10-4. It could have been so much, but they cut it for weight. Damn them. That one's $8. It's a bigger stone. It's got good color. It's got some extinction though. Cutting issue. Meh, you say? Jesse, what's going on? You want to get it anyway at 8? It's not a bad stone. It's just like I think if they would have been willing to cut it a little smaller. It's we have avoided politics and religion so well. There's no reason to ban anybody yet. Oh man, that was like it was funny, but it was also last week. Like at first, I was like, "Oh crap! I hope they're not like." God, I always hate that. Ooh, that phantom. How you doing today, Jesse? Were you getting homework done earlier? Or, getting rest from the wonderful week? That one's 12. Next up is 8. Hey, when you said uh I want to get it anyway at 8, did you actually mean that, or was that just contemplation? Well, it's your call. No pressure on it. Yeah, that's not actually a ban. That's a timeout. It's been a while since we've no, it isn't. Never mind. I dropped the ban hammer like at the same time you did, so never mind. I was gonna say, okay, that's what I figured. Kicking ass, man. This one is $8. It probably should be because of the size and the color, but I don't know. There's a lot of extinction there. I struggle to like sell crappy gems for more than I should. I actually like the people who buy my gems. I don't want to rip them off. So here we've got a pink sapphire little pendant. I keep calling it a honeycomb pattern. I don't know what else to call it. It is. You would be surprised how expensive it is to make a diamond look good, or any gemstone. I need a better phone myself, or better camera. Well, I call it auto corrupt personally because it's always fucking my stuff up. That is, you're right. Why the hell would it even think to tell you to like make that particular correction? There it is. I know there's something in that one. Oh, diamonds are a complicated field. The algorithm. Bro, I don't know. I am always getting it, like, ever since I got my phone, it replaces the word my with capital KY every fucking time. It's like, I don't care about Kentucky. Shut the fuck up about Kentucky. That of the mortuary. I got $8 on that one. That's actually not a bad deal for that one. That, but it capitalizes the Y as well. I don't know. I know Iris has seen that typo come through. I'm sure all of my mods have. I have no idea because I had never typed like the initials for Kentucky or your other suggestion, like never. Speaking of mining claims, Will, I need you to come up here and help me build a mining claim. A barrel of KY. You've... Nope. Actually, now that you say it, I would not be shocked because of the uses I could see it potentially having in things like farming or ranching more of. Ugh, oh God. Fucking so glad I don't have to do that shit no more. Yeah, there are uses for it. Although, that's a lot. God, we're gonna get my channel hit today. Good thing I'm not trying to monetize this live stream. Not that it matters, because the algorithm just is saying fuck me today. So it's all good. I don't want to ask. No. Right now, it's not. Sometimes I might like give a slight admonishment, but like, I probably wouldn't ban somebody unless it's getting like too far. You know what I mean? Like if you're not targeting anybody, you're making jokes. It's not that big of a deal. Plus, again, although the algorithm can be a little touchy when it comes to monetization. You might remember a while back we were we had a pretty deep conversation in one of the streams about like, certain corporate caused epidemics in the United States, and that video got demonetized because of it. Auto corrupt at the... Oh, yeah. No, now I get what you're I get that flew over my head for like 2 minutes, Iris. That would have been fucking hilarious. Coming from Iris out of left field like that. What's up, man? How you doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that actually makes me feel a little better about that piece. All right, for 100, I've got this tourmaline pendant. It's got a silver cap. That is fair, Iris. That is fair. I made the silver bezel cap and all of that. Really pretty piece of tourmaline. I was experimenting, so yeah, $100 for that. I want to do one where like I pave the bezel setting, but that is really difficult to do without shattering gems. Okay, up next for $5, I got this little tiny one. We learn restraint. Do we? I don't know. looking. Here, I'm gonna pull up my dashboard just to see if I'm tripping or not. Yeah, no. We've got 25 views. Well, Jesse learned restraint when he accidentally banned the wrong person, probably. I totally see how it happened. Actually, I think it might have been my fault because I literally did the same thing at the same time, going after the same person. I think it might have removed his option, and when he just, it collapsed it, and then click, wrong person. I have not learned yet. I'm guessing that's an industry reference that I'm just not meant to get. My good sir, knives are not the American way. But however, we stray towards rule one, so I'm gonna pull back from that ledge a little bit. That yeah. No, I don't disagree. Electricity, water, for pipes to work on it, or water pipe. Oh, so like a breaker. You flip a breaker before you start working on wiring in your house so you don't electrocute yourself. Is that what you mean? No, it's yeah. Although again, we stray towards rule one there. We should not do that. I don't know why. Literally. Oh, okay. That's interesting. I hadn't even considered that. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. No, that yeah. Great. I totally see the point of that. If 30 locks on one breaker, well, hey, it works. But it keeps anyone from getting electrocuted. I think I now know what we're. Although I'm probably thinking 20 years back too. I've never seen anything where it's where they're considering the legalities. I know I showed that for 5, and I showed that for 5. I feel like I showed that one for 4. Yeah. And this one's also 4. I don't think I showed this one. So we got $3 on this one. $3. Iris, do you mean like it reads the AI out loud? I've seen some truckers who do that, and I thought it was an interesting system that might help me while I'm. But if your chat's too busy, it seems like it can get a little overloaded. They all had it set up to members only. Or approved, I'm not sure which. So here's a fucking amazing blue zircon set in a neat little wire wrap pendant. And this one is $160. I went to look up prices for wire yesterday because I had to get some other things like solder. I literally cannot afford wire right now. Like, the metal to make one of these would be, well, just like the silver would be several $100s. Well, I mean, it was already several hundred. It went up like 20% or some bullshit. 30%. Damn. Whoa. Did you just delete your own? Will's moderating himself over there. This heart's nice. Oh, okay, one of those. Fair enough. Nope, I'm not even. I'm good. Shit, and today I was hoping to show. That's a pretty one. I'm gonna pop some tags. Should be the theme song. So, I ran across this silver and moldavite. I mean, I don't know. Depends on the Reddit. I've seen a lot of stupidity on Reddit at this point. So I ran across this. It's silver and moldavite, and I was like, man, I know there's a lot of people on my channel who would love to get access to a moldavite pendant for like $80. And so, yeah, I figured I'd show it off a couple times. The algorithm's screwing me today, but yeah. If anyone's made it this far into the playback in the future, first off, they like you're obviously a true fan. Thank you. Second off, feel free to email me, Tyler59801 at gmail.com. If you're interested in that moldavite, yeah. That's a lovely description. Ooh, okay. A lesson. So technically, this one isn't a space rock. Now, I've got space rocks. I love space rocks a lot. This is a material that was created when a space rock smacked into the Earth, and all the silica liquefied via, heat, shot up into the fucking atmosphere like miles high. The impact is in Germany, actually. And then when it rained back down as glass. So this was on Earth originally. It just got melted into glass, shot up into the atmosphere, and then came back down. I don't know if they've actually found the meteor fragments at that particular asteroid impact site. I mean, possibly there was a hell of a fucking explosion. It was not a small impact. Thanks, Will. That's actually kind of pretty. $6. That's not bad for that nice little amethyst. Meteorites are pretty cool. $4 on this one. We're gonna learn how to acid etch. I think that's last but not least, we can't not show off the giant sword crest pendant. $800. Yeah, that's like majorly discounted right now. I'm pretty sure that's a couple hundred under any price tag I have ever put on this. That checks out. Best of luck. I think YouTube is having some issues. Again, the algorithm has sent me like 25 people. Usually we have it on a minimum 4 times that much exposure. So something just ain't quite right today with the algorithm. guess I'll do some garnets. Let's give it one more board and see how it goes. So I got some nice garnets I want to show. Will got the nice amethyst. That could be it. This is like the first stretch of time we've been above freezing in months up here. So, like, I honestly, it's a miracle that when 20 minutes in, where you were the first person to say anything, Iris, it was a miracle I was still streaming. Part of me was like, fuck this. I want to go outside and I don't even care. I just don't want to be in the house anymore. Man, some of these are going hard. Way underpriced them, I think. No. I don't even want to show off all the garnets. I just want to show off some of them. It's the way I'm streaming. Honestly, I need to start doing this stream in vertical, and I know it. I don't want to, because the couple people who do make purchases currently hate the vertical streaming, and it's like, but I really should try vertical. I get it, Will. I don't like it either, but again, 26 people have come in the last hour, where yesterday I got 2,000 people in the same amount of time. To vertical? I was actually considering it earlier. Hey, Sharon. I do need to start doing auctions in some of those. It's hard to multitask. Whenever I do an auction, the auction tends to take over. Oh, hanging in there. Been a slow day, but it's above freezing for once. It's kind of nice. I'm not wearing a sweater in my house for the first day in a while. I'll give it a shot next time I have mods in the stream, on a crafting stream, and like mods who are actually in stream. I'll keep a couple gemstones over there to try an auction. No, I agree, Iris. Problem is, it's kind of hard to do that while you're trying to focus on making something. Like it's nearly impossible to focus on something and keep. I can't even describe how much of a challenge that is. Actually, Will, I think she's right on that. If I've noticed those auctions die as I or the streams die as I get more focused into the project, people get less interested. So if I'm actually working, which in all honesty, like I'm struggling to figure out how to work with it from my end. I've I've done auctions in those crafting streams before. You've bought a couple labradorite from them, and I had to focus on the auction when I did them. You and Lisa bought the labs. Mm. Well, yeah, it's. I mean, okay, next Friday I'll give it a shot if you're actually there to like help and focus like in the chat. You're right. I do have to shut down crafting because I I have never had like somebody there to facilitate the. I'll show up next Friday. We'll give it a try with your suggestion. I'd like to get it to work. It's just something that I have found to be difficult every time I've even tried to do sales of any kind in a crafting stream. There is no such thing as an easy crafting project. At least for me. No such thing. I'll try to make it something where I'm not under a microscope, because that's where I'm lost. Like my entire visual frame of reference is taken away from the phone. I can't see chat. I'll give it a shot. I do need to have said moderators present. And know they're present. So this is a new one. Motherfucker. For 7. I feel like that's a really good price. It's very pretty garnet, very clean, perfect saturation level. Son of a bitch. Music. This is a purple garnet. I can see a little crystal inclusion in there. Now I want to get under my microscope. This one is 14. How large is number 19? Fairly large. I'll give it a shot. I'll put together a list, although, dear God, the wire wrapped rings might not be the greatest idea. It looks like it's 9.5 millimeters by 7.5. So basically an 8 by 10, but it's short 0.5 millimeter in each direction. And it is $14. I know what you mean. They're not easy to find in a large size. I've got a... Actually, that's the largest one I've got right now that's out. Or set, like, in jars and priced. See, that purple one was 14. Up next... Thought this might be a citrine at first, but it's a hessonite. This one's 30. It is an interesting color for sure. Let's see, you replace the jewelry. I don't even know what to replace it with. Drop some rings. There. First ring, 350, garnet. Garnet, champagne diamonds, and diamonds. Should say cognac diamonds, but they go from champagne to like a red cognac color. And there's white diamonds going around. At one point recently, but I do not see one in your box currently. A 75-ish? I'll put a weight on this one. Might have been this one. It might be this one, but this one's more in the 30 range. I will go hunting. And go through my sheet because I usually jot those things down. That checks out. It's why I keep putting them in containers for you and then having you pass on them when you're sober. This one wasn't in your box. It was sitting over here to the side, and I was like, I'm pretty sure you passed on that, but I could be mistaken. A 75 pointer, that's a big one. I mean, it's not giant, but like I have a 2-carater that would be 300 that's in a good orange. A 75er would be like, well, yeah, it'd be like $100 a carat for a 75 point. That auction, I believe that might have gone down how you just suggested. I can scrub through my records and look. Oh, I can relate. That's why I don't drink anymore. Let's see, that last one was 14. Really nice round. Good brilliance. Let's see, this one is $8. What? Utter insanity. Probably not a bad choice. I remember the one I said would match yours. I don't remember you actually getting it, though. Because I remember texting you about one, too, I swear. Let's see, moissanite, synthetic alexandrite, and a fingerprint. Because, of course, set in sterling silver, castle set. I'm doing this for 400. I should be charging double that because that's what like the gemstone retails for. I've seen an increase in the price of all stones recently. But actually, it's good pear shapes, good marquee shapes, and that I've been having issues with. Round, I'm not struggling to find as much. I love these purple garnets. I'm surprised they're not a lot more popular. Let's see, we got 14. On this one. Yeah. I definitely need to figure out how to come up with like $2,000 to $3,000 so I can get a better faceting machine. I've got it on the list of my dreams because that's where I figure it might happen if I'm lucky in my dreams. Let's see, up next, towards the end of our day, because an hour and a half in, like, nah. We have a ruby. The ruby in the center is fracture filled, surrounded by heat only rubies and moissanite. Also castle set. This ring I am asking 400 for as well. I guess I should show like the backside of these two. They got awesome basket style galleries to them. If you look into the Rappaport sheets and like do some research on that. As far as cut styles go, honestly, the ones that have gone up the most in price and popularity are the fantasy cuts. Called it. Because they take a lot of time, but they are breathtaking. Our part of the world, I doubt the distinction matters. There's no such thing here anymore. It's so purple. Love it. And that one is also 14. And then, last but not least for the day, diamond and sapphire in 10 karat gold. $900. It's a 40-point center, a couple 8-pointers on the sides. Some beautiful sapphires. It's an awesome ring. Size? It's currently a size 8.5. However, it is absolutely a sizable ring. Like I could. The gems that are in it are of the kind that should be easily sizable because they're diamonds and heat only sapphires. So I don't even got to pull stones out to size it. I just cut and go. I do 500 on this one. Since I know how much you love 3-stone rings. It's unfair. All right, guys, I'm gonna enjoy the weather because this is. Oh, that one. That one should be like. I guess it's a little off. It's a size 7.25. So I mean it's close. That one's harder for me to size, but she's an option. See, that one's size 6 3/4. Probably have to ask a little more for that ring, but figure something out. Them be my rings for the moment. Well, kinda. Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Kind of line up size wise. That's interesting. About the same size. Ten four. We got some options. Bring out the alcohol. All right, everyone. You have a wonderful week. I will catch you on the flip side. Take it easy, everyone.